Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a bit of a rainy day here today up in Lancashire. I'm going to have a quick review of the Peugeot 5008 GT line. It's my latest company car, so have a look round it with me. Nice big chunky front end on it, as you can see there. The lights on this are really bright, by the way. LED lights, almost like the Byzenians, they move about. We've also got the indicators, the blinky fancy ones. A nice chunky alloys. Like I said, this is the GT line. This is totally standard. There's no extras on it. I thought it actually had the power boot on it, but it hasn't. The mirrors obviously pop out and they project the you can see that there, the Peugeot logo on the floor down there at night. Quite cool actually. Nice little chrome touch here, the twin pipes on it. Just auto locked after a minute. Got a big boot as well. It's 9 inches bigger than the 3008 allegedly. I'm not going to pull all this out now. There's plenty of videos on YouTube where people are showing you the pop-up seats, but below there's a seat that just pops up and another one that pops up. I've actually took this one out on this side because I've got tools in there. Tons of room in the boot. Obviously mine's pretty well stocked, so it doesn't look quite to be tons of room, but believe me, to the average user there's tons of room. There's no power boots. I thought this one came as standard with a power boot. I didn't really do all the research, to be honest. I get fed up of reading too much on cars. I just ordered the GT line. Lovely car, lovely looking car. Full black roof on it with the silver roof rails, pretty nice touch. Obviously GT line badged. I'll just have a little look around the inside. Obviously it's not brand new condition because I've done a 1600 miles in it now, but can't see everything you can see in here. There's a camera set to turn off the back screen, but really nice dash. There's lots of effects you can do on the dash. Change the displays to whatever you want. Got that about there, it should be pretty good. Just have single dials if you wish. Nice, that graphic, really smooth actually. And I've got it set up as the copper, which is the same as the colours on the GT line badges outside, if you notice at all. Minimum, if you don't want much fuss on there, you know, you just want to know how fast you're going. Notice it's got the speed camera, the speed limit identification. It's got cameras built in above the screen and behind the mirror. Personal, I haven't really been into this one, but I think you can set this up as you want it on either side, but a bit of faffing about really. To be quite honest, I'd just have it on the dials. The navigation one is pretty sweet. When the navigation's doing something, it's, you know, the full display that appears on here comes on the screen. If you don't have it on the navigation one, the right hand dial, so it's just booting up at the moment, the right hand dial in there comes up with the navigation as you're going along. So if I generally have it on dials like this. That right hand screen, when it's giving you an instruction, changes to show you what this main screen is showing you. Not sure if it'll pull anything up just at the minute. It's TomTom as well. You have to have it activated from the garage you buy it. You see you got the TomTom traffic there. It's mapping to Leeds that at the moment, Sovereign Square in Leeds. showing you that there's a bit of a delay en route, and this is nice because you can just click on it and it will tell you what the delay is. Might be behaving a bit slow at the minute because it's probably still booting, but there you go. Queue in the M62, traffic congestion, length 1.6 miles, delay is 2 minutes long. Shows you exactly where it is, what junctions it is. Let's get rid of that. But on this other screen over this side, so let's just have a look again. We put this back on navigation, you'll see that this full colour screen now is right there on the dash, which is, I think, is a really nice touch. See, they're both the same there. But like I say, if you have it just on the dials, that one there, that right hand screen gives you instruction as you're coming up to junctions and things, which is a really nice touch. On the steering wheel, got the usual stuff. Answer the phone. Doesn't seem to put the phone down, that one. Don't know if it's meant to or it's a programming issue. Obviously that was the one for the changing your screens, like I just showed you. Your volume up and down, your voice recognition, which I think is a waste of time. I never use it, to be honest. List for the radio and the SRC, so that's your source. If you've got Bluetooth audio, you've got a USB stick in, or you're playing a video off your USB stick. That's quite nice. Just turn these fans down. Okay, these are all the shortcut buttons. This one is an extra one to the 3008 that I had. If you push that one down, it'll come up with this little scene here where you can activate different ambience in the car. So at the moment we were in relax mode, so if I put it onto boost, if you watch the dashboard, it comes up, changes all the colours to red. You can program that so that when you click that boost, it puts the car into sport mode and this, that and the other, if you really want to. I don't really use that, to be fair. You can see how it's all red now in there. Let's go back to the relax one because it's much more genteel for myself. Settings here, obviously the lighting, how bright the lights are inside the car. There's lights underneath the doors, and various spots around the inside. It's nice, actually. It's really nice. Dynamic or normal mode for your driving, and it seems to have 3 air fresheners built in. Harmony Wood, Cosmic, Cure and Aero Drive. I don't really have them on, to be fair, because I've got my own little air freshener there. If you see that little dweeby thing there, the cartridge for that I think is stored in here in the dash, in the glove box. The little cartridge there, I think that's got the 3 air fresheners in it. Not a very big glove box really for a car of this size, but so it's alright. Got the old McDonald's tissues in there like we all have. Got the lovely leather stitching, which I do like in here, copper coloured, you know, to match the theme of the car. Mine's the automatic, and I've got the 8-speed automatic. There's your sport mode naughty button there. A couple of cup holders there, and quite a deep box in here, keep your bits and bobs. Another a little cubby hole down there somewhere which I can't find, but that one just sits in the top anyway. Not very exciting. The only thing I'm disappointed with it is I wish really it had a little compartment down here for like your business cards, because I carry a lot of them, and you've got to keep rummaging around in the middle console for, you know, I used to, in my old car, I used to have a little cubby hole there, which is a lot better really. I've got mine set up to auto lock, so once you're in the car and you start moving, it locks the whole car. You can't get out of the back of the car unless you, you know, if you've got passengers in there, unless you push that button there. All your mirror controls as usual. You've got your flippy in and out for your mirror there. So you're going through a tight gap, I like to pull them in because somebody have great pleasure in knocking them off this day and age. Obviously it's key start, this one, and the sport pedals, you can see them very well down there. A bit more lighting. You've got the sport pedals down there, which comes with the GT line. That's about it for the front of the car. All your safety warning stuff up there, which all that goes off providing everything's happy when the once you've got your car running, which we'll do that now. Starts lovely. They take a few minutes. It's just the system checking itself. You've got the SOS button up there if you have problems. Obviously breakdown, I'm guessing it probably pinpoints where you are. The Peugeot assist button there. I tried that the other day because I couldn't get the sat nav activated myself, and they just told me to go to the Peugeot dealer, which I did. I went to the one in Rochdale, which is down near the old B&Q, if you know where it is. They were really good. The guy just come out, registered it online. You've got to sign a little disclaimer thing for TomTom, and you can pay to have the traffic cameras on there, the speed cameras, actually on the screen as well. But I didn't want that because I generally know where I'm going. Okay, so the shortcut buttons, as I was going to say, first one there's your radio. All right, you've got all your channels there. If you want to store another channel and you come up to just an empty space, let's say it's there, just push and hold that and it will store that in there for you. You can frequency search if you wish, obviously whatever band you're on, DABs and AM and FM, I'm guessing. And then the list of your channels in there, all the channels are in there. So if you just want to find something like that, you can do, which is quite good. Air conditioning, which I know you saw a minute ago. Just to complement that, when on the cold ones your window screen's frozen, we've got this one, which, as you can probably hear, boots it straight into you know, like a rapid defrost of the screen, which is quite nice. What's we got in there then? Yeah, just the soft mode, auto mode, air quality, you know, obviously filtering on. Mono as well, you can have it so that obviously it will do exactly the same on both sides of the car, or separate, as you can see on this screen here. Sat nav, I know you've just seen that one. Again, really nice display, very informative as you're going along, and you know, got all the usual features on there. These are the ones that you get a bit lost with. These are the driving functions we're in. So we've got automatic headlamp dipping, so it obviously goes to full beam, you know, when there's no one around. Changing lanes, well, that's when you're on the other screen. Just wait a second. When you're on the driving screen, you get them lines, you can see them there. If I turn that on, yeah, it's not going to show you actually because we're not moving, but it warns you, and you get a bit of feedback on the steering wheel that you're drifting out of your lane. But again, I don't tend to do that, so I haven't got that switched on, because it can get a bit annoying. It obviously doesn't give you the feedback for the steering wheel if you indicate to pull out, but if you don't indicate, which when the motorway's quiet, hardly anybody does really when you're moving about across the lanes. Start stop feature, I've got that on. Oh, hang on, I'll have to go. Yeah, I have the start stop feature on because it's allegedly saved a lot of fuel over the course of a year. And what's nice about this, obviously because it's an automatic, I've just got the two pedals. As soon as you stop using your brake, it knocks off, and as soon as you let your brake go, it starts straight up. So obviously in a manual, you're not going to have that where you have to push the clutch down, you know, knock it into neutral and let your foot off before it stops the vehicle. So it's really a lot easier for driving. There's none of that messing about at all. So start stop, parking sensors on, sensors all around the car. They're really good. When you're in reverse, the camera's brilliant on it. It does the overhead view as well, like the bird's eye view of the car. I don't know how it does it, but it even sees like the fence on the other side. I'll just see if it'll do it while we're here now. Obviously it doesn't always do it unless you're in a certain position where you really need to see that. So just go into reverse. You see the camera picture there. Now this screen here, once the picture builds, obviously it's normally immediate once you start moving, but can you see how the picture's gradually building there now as I'm just backing up? I mean, I don't know how it works it out. You know, there's a slabs there for the fence which is outside there. It can see that. I don't know how it does it. It must be some sort of cameras in the mirrors or something, I don't know, but it's clever. Can you see there? It's showing you bird's eye view again. Nice view. The bins there for you, which haven't been collected this week, which is really irritating. So can you see what I mean? You've got like the full picture there of the car on the drive, all on the other side here, you know. the concrete there, a bit green now. And obviously if you turn your wheel, you've got the directional arrows showing you what direction you're going to go, so that's quite nice for lining up along the pavement. Just put back on there. So we'll just go back into park mode now, and it'll go back to that screen for us. I'll leave the engine running because it's not very warm in here. Let's put the fire on a bit. So obviously parking sensors, I've just told you, these little indicators just give you a bit of insight of what's going on. Quite nice. Go down one. Blind spot sensors. Obviously on the mirrors here, they've got the inbuilt little amber lights that come on. They're pretty bright actually, so if something's coming up alongside you, the light will come on, or you know, if you start to move out at all, the light will come on if something's there, which is quite nice. I quite like it actually. Might tell you a bit more about it. Warning the presence of another vehicle in the blind spot by a signal in the mirror. So nice little touch that actually, I like that. Traction control on, never touch that anyway, you need all the help you can get, don't you? Under inflation of the tyres, just says initialize it, to be done every time you do the pressures, usual thing. Go to the garage, put some air in, back in the car, do the reinitialization, so it measures all the pressures, and then there's any change, you get all the warnings. Vehicle settings, there's all sorts in here. You get a bit lost in some of these menus because you can get to them a couple of different ways. Guide me home lighting, that's obviously when you lock the car, the headlights come on for a while. Welcome lights, I think that's the mirror lighting, or the cabin lighting, I'm not sure to be honest. It's on for 30 seconds, it's the cabin that. I have it on for 30 seconds. Directional headlamps, obviously if you turn the steering wheel, the lights point in the direction you're going a bit more, you know, like a secondary light comes on, which is nice. Into the comfort, rear wiper on in reverse, mirror adaptation in reverse on, and mood lighting. Not really sure what that means really. Mirror adaptation in reverse. Oh yeah, it tilts the mirrors down, of course it does. You can have that on or off. I don't know how you actually set up the original position that you're happy with, but it seems to have an idea what should be good for you. I don't know how it knows that, but must be an average. Vehicle access, unlock the driver's door only. I don't have that on because obviously, you know, it can be a bit annoying. Safety side, active safety brake on. I think that's obviously if you're coming up behind something, it slams on and you haven't noticed, the car will start braking for you. I haven't tried that yet. Recommended speed display on. Obviously, like I said, you've got the little indicator there to give you the speed, which is camera speed warning recognition, whatever you want to call it. Driver's attention warning, so anything's going wrong, the car will warn you there. This is the telephone, pretty basic really. Now one thing that does really hack me off with this, you can only have one phone connected on the Bluetooth at a time. Now I know the Skoda, which I was looking at the Skoda Kodiaks and what have you, that you can have two phones connected as you can my wife's VW, but on this it's really slow as well. So let's say I want to change my connection now. I'll give you an example. I've already clicked it, so there's the two phones. There's my S7 connected at the moment, so let's say I want to connect this A5. It asks you another question. You do that, it starts looking and connecting to the phone, and then it'll come up with this error, no response from the device. Check the Bluetooth is on and visible, but if you go back into the phone, it's picked the phone up. But it just seems to take forever sometimes to swap between the phones. I don't know why. Let's try that again. Go back to the other one. Yes, so that's why I pressed the button in the first place. Find that really irritating. So it comes up with that message again, but you go back and it is connected. Comes up with your call list there, and where you call any contacts. I don't think I've quite got all my contacts in there, but probably because some are saved on the phone and not the SIM, or vice versa. That's just your quick messaging for people. I don't know if this is a voice one or not. You can do it. See how long it takes though. Oh, these are just little random ones, not available, be there later, don't wait for me, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Your email, you can pick your email up from here. What comes in on your phone, you can click that and it'll go into your email. bank. So go into settings there, put incoming calls on hold, SMS, email notifications blocked. So obviously when you're moving you can have all your calls blocking, any messages not coming in, voicemail there, what ringtone you want or volume in the car, not what ringtone, just the volume, statistics, how many contacts you've got, blah blah blah. That's pretty straightforward. And then this last one here, obviously you've got your connected apps again. You can have the Peugeot app, you can use the sat nav on your phone. Apparently if you plug it in, I think you can do your text message just by talking to your phone on the Peugeot, because my stepdaughter's got a Peugeot and she uses the Peugeot apps Android connection. Again, back to your scented air fresheners there. Pick what you want, fragrances, Harmony Wood, Cosmic Cure again, and Aero Drive on high or low. Cockpit amplify, this is just basically takes you back to that boosting screen again, where you can just change the screens, you know, to this red thing. I don't know why you want to do it, but perhaps some people like the red better, I don't know. So that's most of the controls there. You're locking everything down, your rear screen, your front screen, which is your high speed defrost as well, your circulation. Now the other thing is, underneath this £10 note, you've got your charger for your phone, induction charger for Samsungs. I'm not really sure what other phones do it, I've only got a Samsung, but you just drop it in there like that and the green light comes on and it will charge your phone, says he. Has to be sort of almost in the middle, but I think it's in a bit of an awkward place, that, you know, to keep going in and getting it. I don't know if they've put it in there to be out the way. I mean, I would have preferred that there, to be fair, so you can just sit your phone there and jobs are good, and you know, sit it there. But I don't know whether maybe they've done it for distraction reasons, just put it in there out the way, I don't know. But it does get really hot, and when you've got the car heat on and the car quite hot, I had an issue with the little green symbol there going orange the other day. It kept going orange every now and again. I don't know why, if it was knocking off or it was saying it's too hot, I don't know. Just back to the automatic stick, obviously P for parking. You've got your manual button there if you wish to change gear manually. You've got the steering paddles on this one, left and right. I don't really use them. I don't really see the point of them, because if you do put it in a gear, you want it to be in third for example, and then it thinks you should be in fourth, it will change the car gear for you. It's probably maybe for towing, if you were pulling a caravan and you wanted to go into a higher gear to get up a hill or something, maybe that's it, I'm not really sure. I watched a video review the other week that said that the cruise control is in an awkward place. I found it's in the perfect place. It's right there with your hand falls, nice and easy. Just click the button on the back and it comes on, you know, and you've got your set your speed, your memories there, set your speeds, your speed limiter. Really, I think that's a bit of a useless feature, but some people must use it, I'm guessing. That's about it on the steering wheel. Obviously your headlights, but it's automatic headlights on here, so you don't have to worry about that, as the wipers are once you've turned them on. Once you've activated it with the wipers, again depending on what screen we're on, I think. Let's put it back to my usual screen. Yeah, it's not saying there because we're not moving in the car, but also the water comes out of the wipers somewhere. You can't really see where it comes out of, but there's no jets on this. It seems to just pour out of the wipers, which is quite a nifty little touch. Okay, let's move around, have a quick look in the back now. I've just got the standard black seats with a stitch in. Can't remember the name of them, but we've got all this lovely, almost like a carpet trim around the car. Apparently it's won lots of awards for best car of the year. We've got the black headlining in here. Didn't think I'd like it actually, but I do. Let's just go around in the back. I've got my steps, so we won't be able to do too much. Obviously mine's a working car, so I've got a set of step ladders there, which you can see, but there's actually tons of room in here. Absolutely tons of room. Again, nice seats in here. You've got your baskets behind. You've got even separate air controls for the rear of the car, the condition for the fan and the vents, which is nice. Under the floor here, I'm going to show you. It comes with these little tiny compartments, which are handy for my job. There's one on either side, which I quite like. Seats will tip forward like that and slide forward to allow your passengers to get in the back, which is nice. Not forgetting you've got the little pull down things here for the kids to put their colouring books on. Oh yeah, and you've got the built-in sun blinds that are built into the back of the car. So I've got a bad shoulder at the minute, so I'm having trouble even pulling that out. That just comes up, clicks in there somehow. Didn't know we're in the right place. There you go. That's a nice little touch, I think. And like I say, you've seen the boot. There's nothing really to show you in there now. So that's about it, guys. I don't know if it's helped anybody. Not the most massively informative video, but it's just giving you an insight into it. You just lock it and probably see the... it's not dark, so it obviously realises it's not dark, so it doesn't put the headlights on in the daytime. Yeah, lots of nice features on it. I do like the reversing camera, the overhead view, and your little cornering lights there. Yeah, lovely car though, very nice, very comfortable, pretty quick. It's a 1.5 diesel. I think it's pretty quick considering the amount of tools I've got as well. That's it. Alright guys, all the best, and thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe whenever you can, that's great. Thank you.